Morning, YouTube. Saturday morning in me garage. Had a buddy stop by a couple days ago. He brought me some stuff. One of them is these things. I know while you're seeing that, hopefully pretty darn good. It's a fogging machine. He does DJ stuff and karaoke stuff. It's an LC 8-ounce series, Thunderhead. I've never had one before. I just started taking the screws off, so we're gonna find out together. How's that? Where you put the moisture in, I guess, or whatever. You gotta make fog, right? It's heavy steel. I do believe it is all. Yep, all steel. Yep, I was right. It's a little jug. I don't know. This must be a. Yeah. No idea. We're finding out together. Never had one before. I'm just guessing because fogger. It's got liquid in it yet. Hopefully it's just water, nothing else. Couple Mar connectors. Marettes is what people call them. So I guess YouTube's getting a little silly now, huh? Trying to make it child friendly or whatever, and they're threatening everybody with a $45,000 fine per video. Yeah, okay. Then you better shut down Disneyland, because it's the same thing. If you're gonna do one, you gotta do them all. You can't just pick and choose who you can do and who you can't. So, hang on a sec. Okay, without a hurt a vehicle. This is my boy getting ready to go to work. I gotta get his car done today. An appointment for it at 2 o'clock. Oh, there's something hiding in there when they glue the Mar connector together like that. There's something in there. I better not throw it in with my wires. Probably a little resistor. Maybe do a little run today too. Thinking about it. Get rid of some of my ferrous, or non-ferrous I mean. I don't have any ferrous to get rid of really. Non-ferrous I do. Give it a little bit. Oh, come on. It's all gonna come out like that? Okay, that's fine too. Instead of untying those little fasteners, they're more or less designed to go in and not come back out. There we go. Well, hydro cords out. Cool. What do we got here? Looks like a little bit of copper. Ooh. Copper, gotta like copper. Ooh. Alrighty then. Where was we? I'm thinking you were the black wire out of here. Yep. I was gonna say no hydro cord around here, just has a green and a white. Gotta have power wire. Cut this end off. I know it was a nice looking heavy duty plug, but it's not that heavy duty. Not any worth stripping. It's all stranded wire. It's not solid core. Okay, I gotta dump this out before it leaks all over my thingy dingy here. Oh, the sun is shining. You gotta like it. This is garbage. I'll get rid of it right away. It's got a little hose attached to it. Okay. I do believe there's a little bit of copper in here. Looks like a brass nut. So a fogger machine, would that mean it, 'cause this looks like it heats it up. So just heat up the water and steam it out like a kettle, you know? I know fogger machines that I've heard of before, you put dry ice in them. And the dry ice would create the fogging effect. Couple more little wires. There ain't much in here. I guess its sole purpose is to boil the water, right? There shouldn't have to be a whole lot in here. I don't know what this is, a little pump maybe. But there's a lot of brass in here. Get it right out of this thing. Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay, that's that thing. See, piece of brass in the end, piece of brass inside. Brass there, copper tubing. I'm not going to take this pump apart because it is a complete sealed unit. It'll be the same idea as the water pumps you have in your fish ponds. Yeah, now it's got me curious. It should be sealed. Okay, we'll save it for later because it is kind of sealed up. Actually, not super tight. Ah, see, I just talked myself into stripping it apart. Pliers. Can't say no to brass. Well, you can, but it'd be kind of silly, right? Yes. This guy should come off too. Right off the front. Okay. You're in a little tighter. We'll work on the back side maybe. What do we got here? Little brass nugget there. Heating coil. Yeah. Looks like a solid block of aluminum. I'm thinking aluminum. Yep. It's got something in it. I don't know what that is. Insulating wrap. So, I'm going to at least get this part undone. Come on. Boom. Little chunk of copper, little piece of brass. That hose will come off. There's a chunk of brass there too, but I don't know how feasible it is to get this off. Cut it open. There we go. That's what it is. It's a cloth. It's not your typical fiberglass insulation. It's the same idea as a water cooler. Get this bracket out of the way. I can't take this. I can throw this. can throw this whole thing in as iron and aluminum because it does have the heating coil through it. And clean it up as much as I can. There. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys off. It's a nice chunk of aluminum, but it's molded around the heating coil. So that doesn't do me any good. I'll never get that apart unless I melt it. Okay, one size bigger, maybe hold better. No, that ain't gonna hold better. Papa. Move over. How about a socket? 5/8. Negative. 15. No, way too small. 17. Oh, 17's perfect size. 17 millimeter. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do that with just pliers. I'm almost thinking they put it together in the mold. It's coming out? Oh yeah. Come on, get in there. It required a deep socket, but I know I don't have one big enough. Voila! Woo! Copper! Oh, sorry. Copper. Brass. It's the other Red Riding Hood we like to see. She's actually yellow. She's got jaundice. See if we can get the other one off. Oh. Yay, we're doing it. Woohoo. Come on. Bingo! The other brass nougat, right? I don't know what that is in there. I don't know if I can do anything to it. No, it's molded in there. So we're going for aluminum irony. Good enough for me. It's a big chunk of aluminum. The only way to get it clean is I would have to melt the whole thing. I don't have one of those little melting machines. All I have is a fire pit. I've melted aluminum in the fire pit before and I lose half of it and it gets stuck in the coals with all the burnt nails from the pallets and stuff, and it's not any better off than when I started. So I need, what do you call those things? Yeah, I knew that would be aluminum. Take 2 screws out, a little piece of sheet aluminum. Come on. Voila. Little piece of sheet. We take sheet. So yes, my fire is going. You all knew that would be. I gotta get him off of there. The only way I know how, I'm gonna turn you a bit. As I try to pop it through. No, I'm too fat. Too fat. Oh no. How about you? Come here. It's a nice little punch. I don't remember where I got it. Probably scrapping. So I get everything. Nope. Not holding the brass strong enough. A little piece of brass on there. I'd like to try to get it all apart. Nah, it ain't gonna work. Spending too much time on it, that $2 a pound becomes 2 cents a pound, right? So we'll just cut it right behind it. It's copper brass mix, so it becomes copper or brass. And the point up a bit so I can get that nice little piece of brass. I just got to cut the hose off. It's been on there for a while by the looks of it. The knife does a wonderful job. There's a slice in it. Boom! Now it didn't have oil in it, just had water in it. So that'll be number 1 copper. And that is your fogger. Short and sweet. Didn't take long. I know we didn't do that yet. I'm getting to it. I was just seen it. See what's inside this thing, right? What do you think? Anything magical? Hydro wires went in there. So I'm kind of curious what might be in it. I'm going to turn you a little bit so you're back facing over here. There's 1 wire. Insulated wire. Maybe just get the electrical part out of this end, right? So yeah, a lot of YouTube channels are threatening to shut down because of YouTube's bullshit. Pardon my French. I don't speak French. Even though they try to force it on me in public school. I just don't do it. Okay. It's the little stand part that's in my way here. The hydro wire is behind it. See, for time-wise, this is a waste of time. But just for curiosity's sake, you know, we'll know for future references if we bother taking these things apart. And it is a copper motor. Look at that. Come on. Don't be shy. You are allowed out. Come on out and play with us. Ooh, that looks like a piece of brass. It is too. Okay, come on out. Come on, don't be shy. There we go. Okay. Steel? Yes, steel. We don't have to play with you no more. We have a copper motor in here. I didn't think it would be that big. Wow, I'm impressed. We untape it. Reveal its little secret. Kind of wreck the tape a bit. Come on. I see copper. Very nice copper too, actually. Where'd you go? Oh, I put you back on the shelf where you belong. See? I put my toy away where it belongs and I can't find it. How sad. I was told if you put your stuff where it belongs, you'll find it. Well, I put it where it belonged and I couldn't find it. It's not where I left it. Voila. We have copper. Let go of me. And a little piece of steel in there, but that's fine. We're not after the steel. Oh, look at that. It's just going to snap sideways. Now we can pull the copper off. It's like a slinky. Voila. I do believe it was worth it. What do you think? That stuff's so pretty. You could use it to decorate your Christmas tree with it. Woo! Isn't that what the old song says? Silver and gold. Right? It's long enough. Look, it's stretching and stretching. It'd be like the tinsel you put around the tree if you still use tinsel. That's some young people watching. What's tinsel? The rest is garbage. That little piece of steel won't come out, so it goes in the shred bucket. It's garbage, 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 garbage. I do believe you are steel. Yes, you are. You stuck to the magnet. This is in the garbage. To make sure that this is brass, I give her a little scratch. Yes, it is. In the brass bucket you go. Get a bag around it because the plastic cracked. Bag ain't gonna last very much longer, but it's doing its job. So let me know all the rest is steel. It's got it. Yeah, I just got this magnet. I don't know if I dropped it or pushed too hard down on it, you know. But I cracked a little plastic bucket around it, so. I don't know what kind of warranty they have. Probably 0. You used it, you wrecked it. You know what I'm saying? You wreck it, you bought it. So. 70 degrees by my workbench. Woo! 10 o'clock in the morning. Having my coffee. Hang on. That's why it's 70 degrees in here. Fans running. I had that lit since 6:30 this morning. I come out here. Got her going. Mind you, the cement floor is still ice cold because heat rises. Cement is frozen. It was 20 degrees Fahrenheit out this morning when I got up. Everything was super frosty. It is right around the freezing mark now. Will be a little nicer. My truck out there is thawing out. Beautiful sunshine. Looks like it might be an all-day sunshine, which is going to be lovingly. So I have another fogger to take apart. That's what it looked like when you start. That's actually a bigger one. So we know, let's see. Yeah, that's a 1000. This was, well, this one says 8-ounce series. This one here says 1000 series. Same brand. This one has a little more to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh look, it even has a hook so you can lift it with a crane. It ain't that heavy. Jeez, I ain't as strong as a crane. But we're gonna get her at her. So, and the video's already going into 24 minutes. When I upload it, I have to say no, not for kids, just to cover my butt. I don't think they're gonna come over here after me. I think it's just a childhood threat. Because if they close up YouTube like that and go after every creator, they're gonna have to close Disneyland. I don't care what anybody says. They're trying trying to protect kids. That's what it is, a Child Protection Act or whatever. You cannot stop a child from watching whatever the hell they want to watch. So you ain't gonna do anything. But the problem I think it is, I commented on one YouTuber's video, I says it's probably because they can't catch all the child porn assholes, sorry, that are out there. So now they're gonna nail us, innocent people, if we accidentally have a child in our video. People that have kids, how are you going to stop that? Pretty soon, oh, you have a dog. Oh, everybody thinks that's a child. Well, and now you're going to get that fine. You put a dog in your video. Yeah, I don't get it. I think they're barking up the wrong tree, but YouTube, I think, wants to just shut itself down. Because what they're threatening is not to pay anybody for their commercials. If you do not, whatever with the agreement. I don't get commercials anyway, so go ahead and take them away from me. Doesn't matter. I don't have enough subscribers, I don't have enough hours, I don't have enough views, enough videos, whatever it takes to be monetized. And I don't know if I'd want to give YouTube all that information, right? Because now it's got everybody signing a petition. So name, address, phone number, serial number, and where you live. No, that ain't going to go out in the open airwaves. I'm sorry. I'll say I'll check it, and then my channel does comply with the petition, but I'm sorry, I'm not giving you all. I don't give my information out on the internet, period. I buy something on the internet, I get a prepaid credit card. I don't use my own credit card. I go and buy one. If I'm going to buy something, let's say for $50 or whatever, or $60, I'll get a $100 prepaid credit card. That doesn't have my personal information on it, just a credit card. I had an issue one time where I used my own credit card, and next thing I know, the bank's telling me, "Did you buy something worth about $8,000 down in Hawaii?" And I says, "No, I haven't been in the States, and you can check my records because." As a trucker, when I do cross into the U.S., it is recorded right at the booth. Because when I hand in my passport and my papers for the load I'm bringing in. So there's proof right there that it wasn't me. So anyways, the bank covered it up. They shut the card down, blah, blah, blah. And that was the last time. That was years ago. You know, oh, it's all safe. If you see the lock, it's safe. No, it's not safe. I'm sorry, it ain't safe. Nothing's safe anymore. So that's why I use a prepaid. If I buy something for $60 with tax and delivery, it might be $85. There's $15 left on the card. You go ahead and steal my card. I don't care because you're only going to get $15. That's all you're going to get. That's how I cover my butt buying anything online. So none of my personal information is out there. So I'm sorry with this petition. I agree with it, but I'm not going to put my name and address and phone number and date of birth and all that shit out there. It's not going to happen. That's all there's to it. And I think that's another ploy of how YouTube's going to nail everybody to give them a fine, because all of a sudden you just put all your information out there. Oh, look, they just told us where they live and where they work and how much money they make and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, no, I'm sorry. That ain't going to happen. It's a ploy from YouTube trying to do something. And like I said, sorry about the rant. But like I said, then they're going to have to close Disneyland down too, and anything associated with Disney. Because there's death and violence and blood and guts and all that crap out there. So, yeah, you can't tell me, oh, that's different. No, it's not different. It's the same damn thing. So, you got to really, really, really look at what you think you're going to threaten people with and back it up 100%. So the whole world's going to change. YouTube's going to close up. There's other things on the internet where you can show your videos. Has nothing to do with YouTube. On that note, sorry.